Good morning, everyone. I'm Laura, and I'm your meditation leader for today. So please find a comfortable position in your chair. Lengthen your spine and rest your hands in your lap and gently close your eyes if you feel comfortable. Take a deep, slow breath to inform your body it's time to pause. Observe your breath naturally and follow the rise and fall of your belly. Allow your feet to become heavy and slowly bring your attention to the fact that you are breathing. Notice the rise and fall of your belly on the in-breath and the falling out on the out-breath. On each out-breath, just let go. Allow your body to become heavy as it sinks a little bit deeper into the chair. Without manipulating your breath in any way, simply experience the air moving in and out of your body. Allow yourself to be fully open to being with whatever is happening right now, without any form of judgment or evaluation. Remain open to whatever arises and use the breath as an anchor whenever your mind wanders into thoughts or reactivity. Just let go of trying to get somewhere and simply feel the stillness of being in your mind and body. As you begin to experience calmness, allow yourself the pleasure of just being here now. Gently notice any sounds around you, the temperature of the room, and the physical space that you occupy. Notice if your mind has wandered. This is completely normal. When you notice your mind has drifted, simply observe it without judging. Imagine these thoughts as clouds passing across a vast open sky. Imagine them and allow them to gently drift away. Softly guide your attention back to the anchor of your breath. Relax into a deeper state of awareness with each out-breath. As we come to an end, slowly expand your awareness outwardly. Take one more deep, nourishing breath, and when you are ready, allow your breath to return to its natural, effortless rhythm, and gently let your eyes open. Lightly wiggle your fingers and toes, and take one more deep, nourishing breath in, and exhale completely. Namaste.
was gonna say, don't even think about starting without this.
Shakalaka.
All right.
Hey, every single person in this room.
Whoa.
My name is Michael, and how you doing today? You can bring it better than that. One more. Woo! Bravo, bravo. I'm here to do announcements, and we've got a really, really good service for everybody today. We have an orientation today. It's free and required if you'd like to become a member, and there won't be a next one until November. We've got tons of great speakers coming up in these months. And, as always, grab a bulletin, and you can stay informed.
Don't mind.
What you got,
Just
bro?
keep doing it.
Okay. Speaking of treats, we have a couple of incredible local musicians, Drew Hall and Angela Carissa today, and you guys are going to be totally stoked. Arguably two of the best musicians in the Prescott area. And the Love and Light Circle will be meeting at 11:30 to 1 p.m. at the Hasslehampa Inn on July 27th, which is a Monday.
Never mind. Never.
So I will bid you all adieu. I get to go teach Sunday school right now and have a great service, and we're going to make some pictures, and the kids are going to show us what they did. All right? I
Hey,
love y'all.
Hey, Michael. Did you already talk about Lee?
Lee.
I'm going to take that as a no. Did you already talk about?
Oh,
Drew?
Lee, our
No,
speaker.
Just
Our
hold on
speaker.
a second. Don't. It's a yes/no question, man.
Yes.
You already talked about Lee.
No.
Okay, great. Have you already talked about Drew and Angela?
Yes.
Great. Have fun in
Are we
Sunday
good?
school.
Okay. See
Dude,
you
it's going
soon.
to be amazing. Those kids are going to have the best time.
Indeedly do. All
And so
right.
are you.
I already am.
Mr. Michael Barnes, everyone. He's the best. Oh, forgot.
Okay. Today, we're going to showcase someone I usually sit in front of for the first 3 minutes, and that is Chris Cameron. She's a Southern California native from the foothills above LA. For 30 years, she was an asset protection specialist and a paralegal. What I found out interesting is she is a writer. She just finished her memoir, and she writes short stories. She won an award recently. She was 21st out of 1,100 entries for the Writer's Digest magazine. So anybody who's a writer or has ever thought of writing knows that magazine. She is a caregiver to 2 dogs, Pippi and Letty, as well as her mom. And sometimes the combination, a dog mom and taking care of mom, is a tough thing. She moved to Chino Valley from the desert floor of Bullhead City. I don't know about anything, but the heat alone would make me move. She at one time was a semi-professional bowler and golfer. And now she's learning billiards pool. But the last thing she wrote in here really interests me. She just finished The God Voice and will teach a course she developed, Details to Come. So I'm very interested. So today we honor Chris Cameron.
Bowling, golf, and billiards. Sounds like she has her retirement plan laid out. I'm not going to play you for money in any of those things. Amazing. Oh, hi, everyone. I'm Jackson. Humbled to be able to play music with you guys today. And we have Lee on loan from Peoria, Arizona, coming up here to talk with us today, and I'm looking forward to that. And of course, we do have Drew and Angela back as a duo. Angela decided to bring him along as a sidekick today. And I'm going to say this real quick, because I learned something about Angela today. And I love when people make things happen in our town, where something didn't exist and now it does exist. And she is putting on a yearly, this is year one of the yearly fundraiser for the theater named the Cosmos, which used to be an offshoot of PCA, the old Catholic church, I believe, which is now a theater under a different name, and the little theater to the side. So she is putting on a night of poetry reading and other artistic endeavors on Tuesday, July 28th. And I know it's going to be amazing, and so I'm putting it out there to you to put in your Google Calendar and think about it. And if you have AI glasses that remember things, tell your glasses to remember that. I just found out today you can have a pair of glasses that remind you who you're talking to, which I'm going to tell you right now that's going to come in that already could come in handy for me. Yeah. I was talking to this stranger the other day, and he was like, "I'm your son." Oh, hi, Bob. This is Bob. He is the, what do you call that? Bad cop of the outfit up here, because he bosses you around. Would you like to boss them around? Welcome to service, everyone. I know that everyone's going to get exactly what they need out of this, and we're grateful for that, and that is because the Spirit is in this place. And so we are going to sing a song that reminds all of us that the Spirit, exactly as we need it, is in this place right now. Sing it with me. Well, we have come together as a family. We have come here as we are. We have come with arms wide open. We have gathered here in love. Yes, clapping is allowed. The Spirit is in this place. The Spirit is in this place. Well, Spirit is in this place. Raise the roof with shouts of praise. Spirit's in this place. Well, we sing in celebration. We sing with words of prayer. We affirm our life is sacred.
shout to praise. Spirit's in this place.
Yes, Spirit is in this place. Oh, how wonderful it is. Let's just take that moment and let's just breathe in, knowing that sacred connection that we have to that presence, knowing that we are reflecting its light. And it's true. Last Sunday, I've got to share this with you. Last Sunday, a gentleman was here for the very first time. And he came up to me to tell me that this place was magical. He said he felt the energy and the love as soon as he walked through the doors. And it's true. That's because each of you are that magnificent reflection of that loving energy. And not only do I feel it and you feel it, but others coming in through our doors too as well. Oh, it's magical. And so, welcome to the Magical Center for Spiritual Living here in Prescott, Arizona. Oh, yes. No. My name is Hazel Bowman, and please know that wherever you've been, whatever your life journey has taken you, whatever decisions you have made along the way, that you are entirely welcome here today, just the way you are, and just the way that you perceive you are not, because we see you through the eyes of divine love. You see, here at the center, we believe that God is the only presence in the universe, the only presence. And so therefore, we honor and respect everyone's individual path that they're on for spiritual growth and enlightenment, because we believe that all paths lead to the same destination. And some of the ways that we do, that we share ways for you to know your magnificence, we do it through our upcoming classes, through our workshop, through our bookstore that is just filled with wonderful writing from people who take us in knowing wisdom that perhaps we might not have learned all by ourselves. And so, and we also do it through our phenomenal guest speakers, and boy, are we blessed here today with the presence of Reverend Lee Height. I'll be introducing him a little later on, but such a joy to have you here with us. You truly grace us with your presence. So let's go ahead and let's open this service in knowing that presence as we go into prayer. Because I know right now that there is only one life, there is only one presence, and Spirit is here in this presence. And so therefore I know that absolutely everything unfolding is reflecting that magnificence, the beauty, the harmony, the love of Spirit itself. I recognize right now that each and every one of us are its manifestation, and it is working in us, through us, as us. It's doing it through our host of volunteers that make this service possible. It is happening right here within each and every person, for I know and claim that you were each divinely guided here today, and that your presence is always, always in its right place. And so therefore I call forth all of God's goodness, infusing this ceremony, letting its presence be known to us as we lift our consciousness. And therefore I can call this service good and very good, and so it is. And before we go into our in-service meditation, I also just wanted to say that for we the practitioners lead the ministry of prayer. And so if there is something that is holding you back in not recognizing God's truth of the situation, I invite you to fill out this Ministry of Prayer card that is right here. You'll see it in the seat pocket in front of you. Whatever it is that is holding you back, it can be health, it can be family relationships, it can be work, it can be a number of different things. Feel free to fill it out and put it in the Ministry of Prayer box, which is right outside, right before you enter Sibley Hall. We, the practitioners, will be praying on that for the entire week. You will also see on the Ministry of Prayer card what it is you wish to accept and embody for this week. In other words, how are you partnering with the universe in making it true? You can also come up after service. I'll be here at the bottom of the platform should you desire what we call a 3-minute miracle, which is an opportunity for you to share what it is you want. Kind of know what you don't want, but let us know what it is you want and let us know that truth for you, God's truth. And so with that then, thank you, Jackson, as we go into our in-service meditation.
I say this a lot, and my mother would say I sound like a broken record. But these songs are for today, yes, and they're also for the times that it's hard to do these things that these songs are about. So this song is for when, during the week, if you ever find a time that it's hard to choose joy and to choose truth and to choose love. It's like a little reminder. See, I've told you this before too. I get to practice this every Sunday after service because I drive on the I-17 down to Phoenix, you see. And sometimes it's hard to choose love and truth when you don't like how other people are driving. It's just a little practice. So sing this with me. It goes like this. I choose joy. I choose peace. I choose gentle, sweet release. I choose light. I choose truth. And love is what I choose. I choose joy, I choose peace, I choose gentle, sweet release. I choose light, I choose truth. Love is what I choose. I choose joy, I choose peace. I choose gentle, sweet release. I choose light. I choose truth. Love is what I choose. Love is what I'll choose. Love is what I choose.
Is this on? Okay, thank you. So, thank you, Jackson. In our bulletin today, it says, befriend silence, stillness, and innate clarity. One way to do that is by being in our body. So right now, allow your body to become heavy as it sinks deeper into your chair. Notice your breath and the atmosphere around you, the sensation of touch, and any thoughts you may have. Okay. Inhale deeply and hold your breath for a brief second. Exhale with a long, audible sigh. Allow your feet to fall away from each other and slowly bring your attention to the fact that you are breathing. Without manipulating your breath in any way, simply experience the breath moving in and out of your body. Take a few very deep breaths while experiencing the rising and falling of your body as you breathe. See yourself as whole and complete while experiencing the deep fullness of your life and your ability to love and to care. On each out breath, allow your body to soften into any tension, and as you soften, let go even deeper. When you're ready, take another deep breath and let out a big sigh. Gently open your eyes and welcome the day. Thank you. Now, can I have the candle lighters please come up? The Center for Spiritual Living honors and celebrates the world's many faith traditions. As we light these candles, we acknowledge both the rich diversity of spiritual expression and the underlying unity that connects us all. We light a candle for Christianity, rooted in the teachings of Jesus Christ, who revealed the path of love, forgiveness, and compassion, and the presence of God within. For Islam, the practice of surrendering to the will of God as revealed through the prophets, peace be upon them, affirming the oneness of God, creator of heaven and earth. For Judaism, honoring a sacred covenant that begins with Abraham, grounded in faith, wisdom, community, and devotion. For Buddhism, the middle way of mindfulness, compassion, and awakening, teaching freedom from suffering through inner awareness. For Taoism, the path of harmony with the Tao, the ultimate reality that embraces and transcends all apparent opposites. For the Baha'i faith, affirming the unity of humanity, the oneness of all religions, and the vision of a peaceful world. For all indigenous traditions and nature-based religions, honoring the sacredness of the earth and living in conscious relationship with the Great Spirit that animates all life. For the goddess traditions, honoring the divine feminine in all of her sacred expressions, celebrating the circles of life, intuition, creation, and nurturing the spiritual wisdom. And for the science of mind, a philosophy of life that teaches there is a power for good in the universe and that we can use this power in our lives and in the world. Thank you, ladies. The affirmation is, we are here for God. Where's the affirmation? My purpose is to express the nature of God as love, abundance, and joy in everything I do. The good I seek for myself is what I desire for all people everywhere. Thank you.
All right, hello. Thanks for having us. I'm Drew Hall. This is Angela Carissa. I'm going to play a couple songs for you, one now, one later. I know what it's like to be forgotten, left alone with the simple dreams, and even dreams are fading fast. No one returns, you can't sleep at night, waking up through another day. It'll soon be over. And if you think time has forgotten you, well, just look into my eyes and know the times we've shared. Don't hold back your love. I know it's here. I wanna see it come to life before my eyes. Don't hold back your love. Show me your heart. And I will always be by your side. Don't be mistaken, still got work to do. Show me your heart, and I will always be here by your side. One more chance to find the higher ground. One more chance before the curtains down. One more night to turn your life around again. Don't hold back your love. I know it's here. I want to see it come to life before my eyes. Don't hold back your love. Show me your heart. And I will always be here by your side. I will always be here by your side.
Oh, Drew and Angela, thank you so much. Yes, love is right here, and we know that. And we also have the opportunity of welcoming in love a phenomenal, once again, we just are so excited to have this tremendous individual. Let me just share with you a little bit about him. Reverend Lee Height has been an active member of the Religious and Centers for Spiritual Living movement for more than 50 years. He is a graduate from the Ernest Holmes College and has served as an ordained minister for the Centers for Spiritual Living since 1993. Now, throughout his ministry, Reverend Lee has been the spiritual leader of 3 centers and has assisted in the leadership of 2 others, most recently serving as the co-spiritual leader of the Scottsdale Center for Spiritual Living. His service, though, extends beyond the local community. Reverend Lee has held numerous leadership positions within the international organization, including being the vice chair of the International Board of Trustees and chair of the Youth and Family Ministries. With a heart devoted to serving and uplifting others on their spiritual journeys, Reverend Lee now serves as a minister at large, as a popular guest speaker, leading workshops and retreats, and sharing his wisdom through his writings. His first book, A Simple Approach to Spirituality, is scheduled for release later this year, and when it is released, you'd let us know, because we want to have it available in our bookstore. Ladies and gentlemen, Reverend Lee.
Oh, good morning. Good to be, wow. I haven't been on a stage without, like, you know, I've been locked in. It's nice to be on the stage and feel free to move about. Good to be here with all of you this morning. I'm going to grab my notes real quick. So much to share with you today. And it's an honor to be here with you. I knew the Sibleys very well, and so it's an honor to be in this space named after them. I appreciate it. It's been 30 years or so since I've been involved with this congregation, so it's nice to be back with all of you. I was senior minister at the West Valley Church in Peoria. It was one of my early ministries way back in the day. Feels like forever ago, and it feels like yesterday as well. So let's talk about spirituality. How many of you find it difficult? How many of you find it easy? Right? You see, anymore, let me tell a little bit about me. I was deeply, deeply, deeply involved and active in science of mind, religious science, Centers for Spiritual Living from starting in 1974, in a very large ministry in Redondo Beach, California. Some of you may know Dr. Frank Richelieu and his wife Anita. At their peak, when I was there, we're talking, I don't know, approaching 1,000 people on a Sunday. 3 services, full, packed to the gills. Main auditorium and an overflow space and all. It was wild and crazy and fun and exciting and all of that all together. I started in the youth group, came up through the youth group, went off on my own for a while, found my way back, went to ministerial school in Seattle with another very popular minister and his wife up there, Dr. Jim Munson. And I have been fortunate and blessed to study with a lot of really, really cool people, both in Centers for Spiritual Living, outside of Centers for Spiritual Living. And what I find is it's very easy to get wrapped up in collecting all the stuff. There was a point not too long when I moved from Texas to Arizona, most recently 7 years ago, I looked at my collection of books on spirituality. And I asked myself very directly and very pointedly, I said, are you really going to open all those books up again? Or are you just holding on to them just because you paid money for them and it feels good to have all the books? I tend towards identifying as a book dragon. I gave them all away. Actually, I took them down to a used bookstore and sold a bunch of them. Didn't get a lot of money. I got some. A few of them I collected up and I took over to the Ernest Holtz College in Dallas. Took them over there and I gave them a complete set of the work of Carl Jung. Thought an appropriate spot for that. But you see, we have all these teachers and we have all these teachings, and I kind of went away for a while, got away from all the spiritual folk and just decided to live my life. Meditate periodically, do affirmations from time to time, pray from time to time. But I decided to be more focused on enjoying the landscape rather than being wrapped up in the map. Because I find what I have found is that we get so wrapped up in looking at the map of where we think we ought to go, what we think we ought to do, who we ought to talk to, who we ought to not talk to, what crystals we should have, what tarot decks, what oracle cards, what teachers I should listen to, what videos I should watch on Instagram, Facebook, Threads, X, and all the rest. We let the algorithm feed us what we think we want to hear, and it will reinforce for us what we believe all day long. Now, am I so wrapped up in all of that stuff that I'm forgetting to live? Have I found myself in the place where I have let the importance of my practice override and make me so stressed out that if I miss one particular thing on one day, I'm done? I get so distracted halfway through my day because I didn't do thus and such an affirmation. Or I meditated for only 5 minutes instead of 20. Any takers? I mean, let's be honest, folks. I've been there. You know, when we were in ministry, going through practitioner training and ministerial school and all of that, there are all these things we're supposed to be doing. We ought to be doing this, and if you're not doing this, then you're not okay. Or heaven forbid you show up to school some night. All my classes were at night. Show up to class one night and you've got a cold. And heaven forbid somebody walk up to you and say, you have a cold? What are you confused about? We laugh, right? But how many of us have had that thought in our heads and not said it out loud? Or we look in the mirror and it's like, really? Rather than looking in the mirror and saying, you know what? You are awesome. I am happy. I am healthy. I am going to go through this day in a spectacular and energetic way. I am okay just as I am. What's possible there? What is possible for just simply be? To just simply be. And I've gotten way away from my notes, and that's okay. This is what happens. It's like I write and I rewrite my talk like 4 times, and then I walk away from it, and I'm like, oh, okay. Let's see what we got. So today I want to suggest to all of us something purely radical. Maybe spirit was never complicated. Are you willing to be open to that just a little bit? Maybe spirit and spirituality was never intended to be complicated. Perhaps we've simply allowed ourselves to become distracted by all the things. By all the things. All the sparkly, shiny little objects that show up in our lives to distract us and take us outside of ourselves. And to think that, you know, this thing out here is going to fix me. Or maybe just this next book is going to be the thing that does it. When I've got a whole toolbox over here on my hip of tools that I've accumulated over my lifetime. I have prayer. I have meditation. I have all the little bracelets. I like, because they remind me. For me, they're reminders. And they're simply reminders that say, you know what? Return to center. Come back home. Remember more than who you are, remember what you are. Right? Like Imelda Shanklin in her book, What Are You? Anybody? Am I the only one? No. Oh, Hazel. Okay. What are you? You are a point of light within the mind of God. Each and every one. Is that okay? Yes. All right. See, a point of light within the mind of God, a point of light within the heart of God. Call it God, call it Spirit, call it Source, call it Divine Purple Penguin for all I care. Right? You get to name it. We get to name it. We get to name it as it is. Spirit will inevitably, Ernest Holmes taught us as this, Spirit will inevitably show up for us as we are. Spirit will show up for us in a way that serves and supports us. Spirit will show up for us however we want it to, however we believe it to be. And I remember when I heard that for the very first time, I was listening to a minister who's good. He said, you know what? God shows up in a lot of different ways, just in the Bible itself. And not just in the canonical Bible, but in all the books that they left out of the Bible. Shows up in a lot of different ways. Now, who's to say it's not going to show up for you in just a simple fashion that says, you know what, I'm just going to walk with God today. I'm going to walk hand in hand with this power and this presence, this source of all that is, just going to walk with it on my shoulder today and let that love that it is enfold me. Wrap me up and hold me in such a way that lifts me up and brings me peace. Because this thing we call life, this thing we call spirit, this thing we call divine mind has one response to the nature of our belief, and that is yes. It is always saying yes to the content of our consciousness. Now, Reverend Lee, what do you mean by that? The content of our consciousness. That's Ernest Holmes talking. What it's saying is that, what's the popular phrase these days, or the last several years, is energy flows where our attention goes. Right? We talk about that all the time. Keep it simple, friends. This is my thing. This has been my thing for a long, long, long time. Because I've done the deep dives. I've done the deep dives for you. Okay? I've sat down with all my ministerial student friends and all my minister friends, ordained, unordained, ministers at large. We sit around in our little meetings, our little coffee clutches, and we do these deep dive little conversations, picking apart the finer points of the philosophy of the science of mind, and not just science of mind, Hinduism, Buddhism, Christianity, Catholicism, all of them. We look at them all, Taoism. And we pick it all apart. What does this mean? What does this mean? How do I, da, 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 da. And I walk away from a lot of those conversations going, yeah, it was all cool and great, and we take a deep breath, and how did all that make my life better? How has all that conversation, all that deep thinking, all that highfalutin philosophical language with the $15, $20, $30, $40 words flowing hither and yon, how does that make me a better human? Now, do not misunderstand me here. There is value in that activity, okay? And the question I always have to ask myself coming out of that, I invite you to ask yourself the same question, is how am I a better human? How is my life better because of X, Y, Z? The class I've taken, the book I've read, the counselor I've seen, the spiritual practitioner I've seen, the prayer work, the meditation. How is it improving the quality of my beingness, which leads to the improvement in the quality of my doingness? How is this helping me sweep aside all the things that no longer serve me to make room for that divine idea of me to express itself. Because here's the secret. Here's the secret. Spirit never left. You understand that? The divine has not abandoned you in any way, shape, or form. Spirit, source, the power and presence of God is where? Right here. We forget. We forget. We let all the little stories about how we are not enough, about how we are less than, all the little messages from junior high, high school. Remember that? I remember. All the little messages about how I'm less than and how I messed up and, how great. I remember, I think about it all the time, how grateful I am that cell phones were not a thing when I was in high school. I was trouble. I was. And they said, but Reverend Lee, you grew up in the science of mind. This means I had a different set of tools to work with, and you know what? They helped me get out of a lot of jams, I'll tell you. The power and presence of Spirit is always right here, right where we are. The presence of Spirit is always right here, right where we are. Spirituality is not just another identity to achieve. It is a quiet remembering beneath every identity we have ever adopted. The truth of who we are is, like I said in the beginning, we are the point of light within the mind of God. We are a divine idea within the mind of God. There's a divine idea of you waiting to emerge. Should we simply decide to let go of the ideas that have held us back? He's like, well, how do I do that? Well, it takes a little work, right? The price of freedom is paid in mental and spiritual coin, as Ernest Holmes would say. The price of freedom is paid in mental and spiritual coin. We do the work. We examine our beliefs. We let go of the ones that no longer work for us and put something new in place. And sometimes we have to remove it again and put the new one back, remove it again and put the new one back until it sticks. And sometimes we don't even need to address them. Sometimes they're just spontaneously swept aside, and that is called grace. That is called grace. I'm sorry, Hazel, I have lost track of time.
You want to wrap it up?
Oh, no, I go. I'm on a roll now. I'm going to start wrapping it up. All right, so. Because I've barely gotten into my notes. All right. Well, no, I've kind of covered it. That's one of those things. I just have to catch up with me. All right. Okay. All right. Today's spiritual seeker faces something no previous generation has faced. And I talked a little bit about this earlier. Unlimited access to information. Right? If you don't want to rely on the algorithm of Instagram, Facebook, and the like, all you got to do is go to ChatGPT and say, what about da-da-da-da-da-da-da? Right? thousands of teachers, millions of videos. And instead of depth, what we experience is spiritual consumerism. So let's take a look at just 3 simple practices that I'd like to leave you with today. I know they're in here. Yes, 3 things. Daily pause. Several times a day, simply ask, what is true right now? What is true right now? The second, spend 5 uninterrupted minutes just noticing life. Not fixing, not analyzing, just noticing. Just noticing. And third, ask yourself, what would love do next? What would love do next? Not forever, just next. The simplest spiritual life is not the smallest life. It is the clearest one. And when we stop trying to become spiritual, we finally discover that Spirit has quietly been living as us all along. Now let's take this into prayer. Infinite Spirit, divine life, in, through, around, and as each and every one of us, we allow ourselves to simply become present right here and right now. With every breath, every thought, we know this is the activity of Spirit as each and every one of us. And so with gratitude in our minds and hearts and surrounding us, we go forth into the rest of this day, knowing that all is well, that life is good and very good as every one of us, and we allow simplicity to guide and direct us. We allow ourselves to simply be. To simply be. We trust that all is well and life is good. And with gratitude for this and all the infinite blessings surrounding us, right here and right now, we let it be so, and so it is.
Sing this with me. Well, we let the love wash over us. We let
Thank you. And isn't Reverend Lee great? I want him to come back. I want to hear the other parts of the notes he wasn't able to get to. So can you make that guarantee to us? Will you come back? All right. Thank you so much. And so with that, with gratitude overflowing in our hearts, I'm going to invite the ushers to please step forward. I'm going to ask each and every one to take their own love offering, whatever it is so joyously accepted. And I'm going to invite you, I always love placing it over my heart, for I know I'm the heartbeat of Spirit. And I would like you to say this affirmation with me. Divine love in and through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, life. And let me put this right in here. Thank you. And welcome back, Drew and Angela.
Hello. This is an original song that we wrote together a little while ago. It was about being open to accepting love, breaking your walls down. I spent so much time trying to get to you. I spent so much time trying to break through. And my heart it broke 1,000 times trying to make up my mind. I deserve what I had in you. And I see your name calling on the phone. And this hotel lobby feels so all alone. My heart it always called to you 300 miles. How you knew somewhere inside I would let you in. Break my walls down, I'm ready to love. Break my walls down, let me hear the sound. My fears fall into the ground. Break my walls down. Break my walls down.
Spend so much time trying to get to you. I spend so much time trying to break through. My heart it broke 1,000 times trying to make up my mind. If we could ever try to see this through.
My darkest day felt so overcome. My darkest day knew you were the one. Your heart it opened up to me. Through your own walls you called to me, so I could see what I meant to you. trying to break through. I'm breaking down, reaching out to you. I'm breaking down, trying to break through. Breaking down, reaching out to you. To you. Break my walls down, I'm ready to love. Break my walls down, let me hear the sound. My fears fall into the ground. Break my walls down. Break my walls down.
Right.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Drew and Angela. Thank you so much. Oh, and this is also the third Sunday of the month, which is Noisy Can. And what this is that this is something that we do. The monies collected go towards a special event that we always enjoy planning, and it changes. Right now, we're planning a luau. Won't that be fun? So we're looking at doing this. And so what the Noisy Can is, Sienna, you want to come up and let me see. Gary, would you mind taking one of the other cans? If you have any loose change, doesn't make any difference if it's a couple of pennies or nickels or some quarters or whatever, we're going to invite you to place this into the can. And as the money is placed into the can, let me see here, can we get that in? Shake it. Yes, there we go. And so it's just something fun to enjoy. If I had some more, I'd put it in here. Let's go ahead and go down just something fun here. The Noisy Can. And shake that can. Shake those cans. There we go. All right. And then let's invite the ushers as well as Gary and Sienna to come up here. Let's bless this. Oh, why don't you come a little closer here? What joy and fun there is in knowing the divine blessings that are always forthcoming. I know that each and every dollar, each and every coin, each and every penny is just part of that law of circulation, that it is God-filled with love, with perfection. And I know that everything collected here goes forward into not only serving this center, but in our community at large. And so there, and for our special events, and I'm looking forward to that luau, although I really would like an ice cream social, but oh well, I know it's all good, it's all blessed, for it is all God, and so it is. Thank you.
Thank you.
Take it over for Nina's going to collect the money. At this time, I want to inquire, are there any visitors with us for the very first time? Or maybe you've been here haven't been here for a while, and you would like to say hey again. Anybody? If so, I invite you to please stand. Lori, could you please do me a favor? And let's find out who our guests are.
Hi, I'm Judy. I live in Prescott Valley, so I'll be back.
Okay, and I'm Marcia. I live in Phoenix. I was at Reverend Lee's very first church in Peoria in 1993. Von Aschersleben.
Hi, I'm Julie Shields. I'm Roy's daughter, and I'm welcome to be here. I live in Yuma, Arizona. So I'll see you here and there.
Well, please know we are just delighted to welcome you here in love, and we invite you after service to please go to our bookstore, and there is find any gently loved and gently read book, and let that be our gift to you, and thanking you for being here today. And don't forget to join us for hospitality. And with that, what I'd like to do, Jackson, do you see some really cool kids out by the door?
I do.
And I think they've been doing artwork. Let's invite the children in. Yes. Whoa, look at all this. Oh, and Liam, you want to share what was going on? You want to take the microphone? There we go.
We learn by creating art. We know God is always creating the universe.
Oh, wow. How perfect is that?
That was Silas, and this is Parker. Sure. And Liam, can you say something about what you drew? I'm sorry, Silas.
I drew a picture of a volcano.
Do you want to say hi, Parker?
What did you draw? Say hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
All right.
How perfect is that? I love the colors that you've done. And look at yours, Liam. And yours is so beautiful as well. I just love the creativity that within each. Did you want to say one more thing? No?
I wanted to say thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. And so with gratitude overfilling our hearts, let us go ahead and rise. And if you're comfortable in doing so, let us hold hands. And let us say this benediction together. Something wonderful is happening through me right now. It is happening through my mind, my body, and my affairs. I think it. I believe it. I feel it. I know it. I accept it. Thank you, life.